What is up, guys, and welcome to my brand new series, which is Road to 1 Million. Now, what I'm going to be doing in this series is doing basically transfers on the transfer market on Ultimate Team. But I use purely the bronze pack method. That is purely what I use. Yeah, I know I'm not the first one to use it. Plenty of people use it. There's a lot of other YouTubers around that give a good detailed kind of explanation of how it works. But what we're going to kind of do in this series is you guys can see how much profit I kind of make over time, and I'm trying to see if I can get to 1 million before the next FIFA releases. I think that's pretty achievable, and that's purely off the bronze pack method. You know, that'd be quite an achievement. So 1 million before the next FIFA comes out would be a good little kind of number. If we get there sooner, hey, that's even better. But yeah, so I'm not going to kind of go into like an in-depth tutorial on how to do it. It's pretty self-explanatory. Like I said, there's plenty of other videos around that can give you a kind of detailed explanation of how to do it. But you guys can, even through watching this, you'd probably still kind of pick up on how I do it anyway, what kind of things that are good to sell, what's good to keep, what's good to get rid of, you know. You can get that kind of idea as I'm kind of going along anyway. Now, you can do this, you can start off with this from sort of any funds. I'd recommend probably about 10k at least, maybe, just to, you know, set yourself off on the ladder. So if you've got 10k coins, that's perfect. You can you can invest in this and start doing this if that's it. But you got to bear in mind, this is not a quick coin making method. This takes time. You know, you have to dedicate time into it at the moment. I mean, most bronze cards don't sell until like the full hour's up. Other than at the moment, we're quite lucky because I'm recording this on a Thursday, and obviously, as you know, the Foot Champions Weekend League is coming up. So because of the fact that that is coming up and starts in, let me just see the countdown, it starts in 19 hours. Now what that means is everyone who currently is in that weekend league is currently going and buying loads of like fitness cards, you know, injury cards, stuff like that. All them kind of things, consumables really sell well on the weekend. So you'll see as I go through this, them kind of things. At the moment I'll be selling them, but what you'll see is as we to like next week, into the series next week, and it's kind of like Monday, Tuesday, kind of midweek kind of time, you'll see that I'm actually storing them cards because they're not good to sell halfway through the week. You won't get as much money. You get about 200 coins a piece, whereas you wait till the weekend, you get 900 coins a piece for like a 10-player fitness card. You know, there's plenty of other different like kind of cards that sell for that amount, but that just shows that if you just wait until the right time, then you can sell it for a hell of a lot more. And you imagine you're paying 400 coins for a bronze pack, and you're getting back 900. You get one player fitness card in there, you get 900 coins back off that. That's 2 packs for you. You basically got that pack for free. You've got another one, and then 100 coins towards your next one as well. So that's a pretty good profit. So as I said, it's not a quick way of making coins, but it is, you know, it builds up over time. And as you guys see, you can see right now in the top left, my starting figure is 31,255 coins, right? Remember that, that's what I started at. And we'll see as the weeks go, like maybe every Friday or something like that, we'll have actually no, every Monday, starting from, let's say next Monday, or no, we'll give it 2 weeks, and not from next Monday, but the Monday after, since next week's, this Monday's a bank holiday, sorry. In the UK, what we'll do is the next Monday we'll have a review every Monday of kind of where we're at, just to show the kind of profit that we are making each week, week in, week out. Some weeks will be better than others. Sometimes, you know, you can have really bad luck with opening packs. I tend to have that a lot. You can have just bad luck and have a really bad week, but then it will all end up balancing itself out in the end anyway. Good thing is with bronze packs you can end up getting some decent cards in there worth like 10k. Depends all entirely on the squad builder challenges that go on here. So if I just take a look at some of the squad builder challenges, for example, if we look at, I'll tell you what, Dele Alli's Young Player of the Year. If we look at him, the kind of things that he requires, you need an English squad, a Milton Keynes squad, and a Spurs squad. So if you look at Milton Keynes, for example, the requirement, sorry, in the right hand side is the overall ratings minimum 77. So you're looking at like silver cards there, right? I mean, there'll be a few. I can't think off the top of my head whether Milton Keynes has any gold, but it's mostly silver, and that's kind of what you're going to be looking at. In fact, yes, they do have gold. That's a lie. I know they do. So you got to imagine that there's plenty of silvers. Like you can get silvers in bronze packs. So if you get a Milton Keynes player and you got this challenge on, he would normally sell for, I don't know, 400 coins, something like that. Because this is on, it's going to sell for more. You know, you got to pay attention to these squad building challenges. This expires in 15 days. One of the other ones at the moment, like these currently, the like team of the week knockout tournaments, they expire in 1 day. There might be a new one that comes out. Then obviously you've got the leagues and stuff like that to get all these different players. So what you're looking out for is bronze players that are in these leagues, in the league, La Liga, in the Bundesliga, in the Calcio A, in the Premier League. Like you want bronze players that are in these leagues, because some of these challenges literally don't actually require. Look, for example, Angers, right? Now there's a minimum overall rating. That doesn't say that you can't have a bronze player in there. So there are plenty of people to go out here and buy cheap bronze players, or because they're cheaper than others. Because you imagine, as these challenges go on, these players are more expensive. They've got the silver ones, they're double the price of what they usually are. So therefore the bronzes, yeah, they're more expensive, but they're cheaper than silver. So they will go for the bronzes. And that's the reason why it's so good. Because when these challenges come out, you can, you know, teams like ASNL, and let me think, the other one like Mets, trying to think what other teams have a lot of bronze. Cayenne, they've got a lot of bronze. You know, them kind of teams, there's a lot of bronze in there. So most of their players are going to be getting from that, and that's why that kind of boosts. But that goes for all leagues. So you've got League 1, League NOS, Super League. These kind of ones don't tend to sell as much, purely because the players ain't as like sought after. MLS is quite a popular one. Eredivisie, again, not really that popular. Neither is the Russian League. Championship, yes, not too bad. But I've just seen, I don't think I remember seeing that one there before anyway. Yeah, Scottish Premiership, they sell quite well sometimes. That doesn't sell too well. J1 doesn't sell too well. Pro League is a good seller, really good seller. But yeah, so all these kind of top leagues is what you want. You want bronzes in these leagues, and that's your coins there. You get a bronze player in one of these leagues, it's a pretty much guaranteed sale. So as we're going to go, I'm just going to quickly pop into my transfer list, and you'll just see a kind of idea of what I've had on sale recently. Now bear in mind that not all of these are from the bonds packs. You can see here there's a lot of Milton Keynes players. Now most of these I picked up for around 300 coins, and you know, I've seen some on the market when you compare them. I saw some on the market for about 550, around that kind of price. So I thought if I go, I tend to kind of go 100 below whatever the minimum bin is, and once that kind of guarantees a sale, which is why I literally put these up. No word of a lie. Let me just look at these items and see how long ago I put this up. Right, about 12 minutes ago. Okay, I put it 12 minutes ago and they've already sold. Now most of the time these kind of take until the end. The squad training, they sold instantly. They literally, I put them up and they sold instantly. 3 of them, 900 coins each. Like I said, boom, straight away. All that money is just paid for God knows how many packs. And them 3 fitnesses all came out of a pack. This Kawashima, he came out of a pack. I think one of these Williams came out of the pack, but the others I kind of bought for, yeah, that kind of purpose. So we're just going to remove all them. But you can see I've got loads of Milton Keynes players up at the moment, because all of these I got for about 300 coins because people were just selling them cheap. And I'm selling them on just for an extra 150 coins. Probably works out about 120 when you take off the 5% tax. You know, or more than that. But yeah, so that's the kind of idea. And if you look at these leagues as well, you've got MLS, like I said, Premier League, the Pro League, Bundesliga. These are all like, you know, they're only selling for 200 coins a piece because they're low rated, but they'll sell. Whether it takes 2 or 3 times to put them up, they will sell at some point. So like I said, it is definitely the long game that you have to play with this one. Again, player healing, something that is like stuff like that, any kind of lower limb sort of injury cards like that. Again, there you go, another Williams has just sold. But yeah, any lower limb injury cards, like player healing cards like that, they sell well on the weekend league. So if you get them, you hold them. Hold them until the weekend. Right, so we're going to just go straight in now and start opening up some more packs. What I'm going to do each episode, I'm going to keep kind of going until my transfer list is full. Now, I have a big transfer list. It's 100 items. So we've got about 81 spaces left. But that you'd be surprised at how quick. You can see my coins going up already. We're at 34k. We've made 3k since I've been talking here. And that's purely off of cards that I've had before already. So, you know, I think before this I had about 35k or something, and then I bought some more packs, got them cards, and that's what I've sold of them. So we're going to go straight in and start opening up some more packs. And yeah, we're just going to keep going until my transfer list is full. And, oh, let's see, is this a good card? Ah, no, right, okay, so it's a Honda A-League player. You know, it's not too bad a league, but again, that's something that I would keep purely because, again, with these cards, don't get rid of them. Put them in your club. You can keep one copy of every single player in this game in your club. There is no point in getting rid of them. So, if you don't have a duplicate, I suggest putting them in your club, because then eventually when a squad builder challenge comes out that requires these leagues or these teams or their nationalities or anything, boom, they can sell for a hell of a lot more. So you want to be saving them. Save your player fitnesses. Again, the reason why I say player fitnesses, you can sell them all in bulk. It makes it a lot easier to deal with. We just send them. And now you see over here we've got a Pro League player, so I'm just going to see if he sells for any more than 200. Probably not, but no, you can see he's about 200, so we're just going to put him up for 2. And then the rest of this, we don't need this. None of this is any good. Sometimes you may get the occasional kit that's like half decent that may sell, but it's not often that happens. Silver kits more likely, bronze kits not so much. So we're gonna just keep smashing out the packs here. If they're not like a kind of rare, I don't bother looking at that animation. But yeah, Super League, that can go. Oh, that's a good pack. Pro League and Calcio A. I'm going to say the Italian one. But yeah, so that's quite a good pack there. So that instantly, that's at least 400 coins. Straight away, 200 for each. That's at least your money back on your pack. This pack has basically just been free. Like, completely free. Not cost us a penny. So that's great. So we chuck them in the club. We're going to put these up, see if he sells for any more. Always double check, compare price, because you never know. Like, you can see this guy sells, like, he definitely sells. You've got 8 minutes and then bang, it's up to 26. Bang, it's up to 36. Bang, 40. Like, you know, there's not many of him on here. In fact, there's very few of him on here. And you see, unfortunately, they're all for 200. Had any of them been for 400 and there only been 8, I could sell that for 300 at least. But we'll put them up for 200. So, bang, that's another 200. Again, it won't sell straight away. It may take the full hour. It may take 2 or 3 times. But it will sell. So, wow, okay, sweet. Right, yeah, I thought that got a little bit of early excitement there, but you can see straight away it's a Calcio A player, and the first 3 bins are 2,000. You've got 900s, so yeah, his lowest bin I've seen is 900. There's not many of them either. We're already at 40 minutes, and that's on page 3. So yeah, I can get this guy away for I'll say about 800. Yeah, I think I'm going to go for 800. So I'm below, you know, like I said, about 100 below the threshold. So he's more likely to sell out of anyone else on that transfer market. That's what we're aiming for. So straight away, again, that one player has just made us 2 packs plus some more. Oh, a silver card. I don't know if there's a league that we want, though. Nah, it's, you know, it's a Premier of Argentina, but not really useful. Again, like I said, Eredivisie and the Swedish league, like, even though they're the premier of them kind of nationalities, they don't sell that well. So, you know, it's not that great. So we're gonna get rid of that. Put them in a club. Let me just have a look at the silver training card. This goalkeeper training doesn't often sell much, but that's where the bronze is. I don't know what the silver's like. Nah, they're pretty much the same, so that can get discarded as well. So we're just going to have a look at Scottish Prem. These normally tend to sell quite well. Not quite well, but, like, you know, they do sell. So you can see straight away again, you've got 1, 3, 8, 21, 31. So he'll sell as well. So he goes up for 200. And then get rid of the rest, because none of the kits or badges or anything like that are any good. So you can see at the moment, you'll be looking, you'll be like, oh, right, okay, so these coins in the top left are just diminishing. Like, they're going. I can't see where this works. And then you watch the long term. Watch when we start doing the reviews, and you'll see the massive difference. That is a very, very good card. Whenever you get English players, for some reason, English players just tend to sell well. And we've got 3 of them. Brilliant. So, unfortunately, he's in League 2, so is he. So he'll go in the club because they won't sell because they're lower leagues. However, like I said, whenever a squad build challenge comes up that they require that league or they require them clubs, bang, they go up in price. So we're going to put them away. Player fitness, healing, I'm going to, head doesn't tend to, like I said, you want the lower limbs more, really. But we'll have a look, see if it sells. I doubt it will, but we'll have a little look. So, nah, not really. Nah, I don't think that's going to sell, to be honest. So I'm going to leave that there. Let's have a look at the Championship player. It's not the Premier League, but Championship does have a squad builder challenge on at the moment, which is why this is selling quite well. So, unfortunately, it's still only 200 coins, but it's 200 coins in the bank. So, again, this pack would have been free with the players we've got. So, let's get rid of them. And on to the next pack. So you can see, bang, we're back up to 34k. So that means that more of my cards that I've just been putting up for sale have already been sold. And, you know, that loss that we've just made opening about 4 packs has been made up in probably about 2 cards. Maybe even 1 if it is a 900 card. That's not a great league. Right, put him away. Japanese, sometimes the Japanese league sell, but yeah, I don't see it. Not really. Electricity again, not really. This is a pretty poor pack. This leg, that's a good card. We can try and see what that goes for. And everything else is terrible. That is a terrible pack. Right, let's have a look at see what the leg goes for. Hopefully, this could. There's a lot of them up. A lot. But I'm just going to put it up purely because this weekend league coming up. And there's a small chance that it might go. If it doesn't go the first time, we'll probably just quick sell it. And not, you know, not worry about it too much. So, let's just keep going. Not another rare. I really want to see like a, you know, a decent, a 10k player. They do happen. They do come up every now and again. But it's not often. You just got to sit and wait for it eventually, but it will come around eventually. At some point in the next couple of weeks, you're going to see them big cards start coming out. Now, Russian League, again, I said it doesn't sell that well, but we'll have a look anyway. Ain't bad. I mean, it sells, so I guess, yeah, we'll whack them up and see what happens. And then the rest is pretty atrocious as well. So we're just going to keep smashing through these. Another rare. Let's see what we got. Oh, I don't know. Don't think that's the leagues we want. No, it's not. Calcio B again. There was a squad builder challenge, I think, not that long ago that needed it, but unfortunately it's not on anymore. So yeah, these can all go into the bank. But yeah, that's a pretty bad pack. Yeah, we'll get rid of that. So you can see at the moment, we're still around about 1.7k in profit, purely because of the cards that we're selling. Ooh, a Safi, that's a. Oh yes, we've got a M&S player and we've got a Scottish Prem. That is brilliant. So these two we can definitely check out. Fitness goes in the club. We've got a rare badge, no good, and K-League Classic. Now sometimes this sells. Sometimes they do. I'm gonna have a look, but some of the players in it does sell. As you can see, like straight away we're up to 1 minute and we're on page 2. Yeah, we'll whack that guy up. Sometimes K-League sells. The J1 for some reason doesn't. I don't know why. There's a squad builder challenge on it, but yeah, let's see how much these guys are going for. Oh, 900. Good. Right, see what I'm saying? The Scottish Prem sometimes really pulls it out. But there's some for 200. Yeah, I think someone's just bought a lot of them, so we'll whack them up. That's 200 though. That's half the pack of this. That's half the price of this pack. Sorry. And again, if this guy goes up for 200 or more, you've made your money back straight away. So 200. Yeah. Right, we're gonna put that up for 200. Then that'll be the minimum bin. Right, and we'll get rid of these. Come on, something big. Ah, God. It will happen eventually. Right, Scottish Prem, that's good. League 2, League 1, you can go in a club. Foot, that's a good healing card that should sell, I would say. I'm not going to, you know, preempt it, but got a feeling that should go. Oh yes, look at that, 1,300 coins, and that is purely because of the weekend league. Bang, 1,300. You know what that means? We're going up to 1,200. Bang, he can go up. That's 1,200 coins straight away. That is 3 packs. That's just paid for this pack, the next pack, and the pack after. That one card. And then obviously this guy may go as well. Let's have a look. 200. Yep, he sells. Sweet. We're going to put him up for 200 as well. So bang, 1,400 coins. That's 3 packs plus a 200 coin profit. You know, even if you didn't pay for packs, that's an extra 1,200. Sorry, an extra 1,000 coin profit. So that's pretty good. We get rid of these. None of them are any good. And still, we're not dropped below that 32k. See if we can stay above it. Oh, another rare. Ah, it's gonna be Russian League. No good. Right, Norway, Swiss, they can go. Nah, that's not any good. Contracts like that, you can keep. I'd keep any good contracts. Like these bronze contracts are pointless because it gives you, especially if you've got a gold team, it gives you one, like, you know what I mean. It doesn't do anything. There's no point in it. Pace, keep that and see if it sells. I don't know if it's gonna, but you never know. Maybe they will. That's quite a lot of them up. Again, yeah, I don't think that'll sell. I think there's just too many of them. Let's see what this Russian League goes for. 950, 400, 33. Wow, there's only 6 of them up. That is good. Right, but minimum bin 300, so that's what we're going to go at. We're going to equal this one instead. Just, you know, because there are plenty of others above it, and there's not many of them on there, so that should sell. So we get rid of these, and we've just fallen below the 32k point for the first time. We're still 700 coins in profit from what we started with, but obviously, like I said, go on, another rare. But as I said, you know, it's a long-term thing. It's not short-term. Eredivisie, again, I'll tell you what, I'll have a look at him purely because he's rare, but other than that, a world dude normally goes straight in the club. So let's come back down here and see what it goes for. 700. Wow, there's only 3 of them. Okay. I'm glad I checked. This is why you check cards sometimes. If they're in a league that doesn't necessarily always sell, but they're in like a Premiership division of that nationality or that country, then yeah, I'd advise definitely checking them out because straight away that's, you know, we can get 500 coins off that bang straight away. So we're gonna put him up for 500. And up he goes, and hopefully he should sell. And we get rid of the rest. Let's see how much room we've got left on our transfer pile once we go into the pack. Oh, silver. Not something we need. Yeah, not something we need. However, we've got a Premiership player for Southampton. That's a good card. So we've got some contracts and fitness. Again, that's great. Player leg healing. That's great. Goalkeeper training is crap. So we'll get rid of them. Let's see what this leg sells for. It should be quite good. 4, 2, 2, 2, 2, 2. Nah, there's a lot of them up, but again, I'll put it up just in case. Right, Premier League. See what he goes for. 400, 200 minimum bin. There's not many of him up either. Yeah, we can. It's 200 coins. You know, that's half the pack back, and that's without the fitness cards that obviously we picked up. Which, again, like I said, they'll sell in bulk at a later date. Probably towards the end of this kind of episode, I'll quickly whack all my contracts up like that. Good. Come on, rare. Could be. Is he any good? Eredivisie again, but... Ooh, I don't know if he'll sell. We can have a check in a minute. So, let's get rid of all them. And let's see what this guy goes for. Ooh, yeah, 300, 250, 200. There's not many of him up either. We can go 250 with that, I reckon. 250, yeah, we'll go with that one. See if he sells. Hopefully he does, but he goes back into the pile. And that's not a good league. Not having much luck at the moment. Well, not loads. I mean, we haven't had bad cards, but it's just not great. They're just not great. They're not cutting the mustard. Honda A-League. Again, I don't know if he'll sell. I mean, we'll have a look. If not, I'll just bloody discard him. 200 coins. There's not many. Yeah, he could sell. Yeah, he's got potential, so we'll whack him up for 200. And, whoa. Whoops, didn't mean to do that. Let's go back into the pack. Right, League One. It may sell. I don't know. Yeah. Wow, there's a lot up for 200 though. I think I'm gonna save that one. I mean, yeah, it's up to like 27 minutes on like the 3rd page, but I generally think I'm just gonna save that one for when a squad builder challenge comes up. it's going to make much more profit when that happens. So we're going to do one more pack, and then I want to go and sort out my contracts and player fitness cards and stuff like that, and just kind of see how many of them I've got for to sell. You know, great Pro League player. That's good. That is very good. I love Pro League players. They always sell quite well. So all the other kits and everything else is pretty useless. But again, like these cards that are stored in my club, at some point they're worth something. You've got a minimum of 200 coins a time you're putting away there. So if anything, you can look at like club kind of players that you put in your club as like investment. You know, you may be losing money at the time, but eventually that investment is going to come back and send your bloody coins skyrocketing. Because when it comes to have a squad build challenge and you need a certain league, you're going to find you've got like 20 odd players for that league. Every one of them can sell about, I don't know, 800 coins or anything like that. Bang, you've made like 2 packs off of every single player 40 times. That's 40 packs you've just paid for, you know what I mean? So it's you know, it will come back around. You'll notice that as the time goes on. So 500 minimum bin, 200 he sells, so I reckon that's another 200 out of that guy. Pro leagues always sell. I do love a pro league. Right, so what we're going to do now is we're going to back out and go into my transfer pile or transfer list. I keep saying transfer pile, but yep. So we can see Flanagan, the Southampton players, sold already. We've got 4 more Milton Keynes players have sold, all for 450 each, and we've got plenty still on sale. A load of Pro League players, MLS. You know, we've got plenty of main leagues there. They should sell, but again, with 200 cards, they will take like the full hour. If not, they may take 1 or 2, you know, 1 or 2 extra times just to kind of help them sell off. They may take a little while, but they will sell eventually. So we're going to go into my club. So you can see I've got 331 total players already. And I've only been doing this since like yesterday. Like as in full on like this. So yeah, I'm, you know, not doing too bad. So we're going to have a look at consumables. And we're going to look at... Let's have a look at fitness first. Bronze. Search. And we have got 77 fitness cards to sell. This one can go straight up. That's a straight 900 right there. That'll sell almost instantaneously. That's brilliant. I didn't realise I still had that. 77. Now, let's see how much these guys go for, because this is going to be a hefty wad. I mean, if you work out, if it was 200 coins, right, you're looking at, even if you only sold for 200 coins, which they sell for 200 coins each. But if you put them up as a bulk, you're looking at, what? You're looking at 14k? Yeah, about 14k. That's an incredible amount of profit. Like, from bronze pack. That put us straight up to 44k. That's a 14k profit straight away off of what we started with. But obviously, I had these before, but, you know, I started with originally with 15k coins. Even though, you know, I started this episode with 31. When I originally started doing this, I started with 15, which means I've already gone up 15k. So that shows that I've actually increased this already. So what we're going to do is we are going to just, yeah, we're going to start whacking these up for 200 a time. If you put them in bulk, it's more likely that your card will sell. If you have them kind of its and bits like all over the place, it's you got to hope that someone kind of lands on your card amongst all of them, because a lot of these go up, as you can imagine. So we're just going to whack all these up. I think we may actually be able to get the majority of these up as well, and it's good because this weekend league coming up, these should all sell. So this is going to take a while, but yeah, maybe I'll kind of skip this bit and, you know, get back to you guys once I've finished putting these up. And I'm back, guys. So as you can see, I'm putting up my last fitness card there, and we have got literally loads. We've got about 60 player fitness cards up on this market. So hopefully we're looking at maybe about 10 of them selling. You know, not all of them will sell. You have to keep putting them back up in blocks. But that's the way we keep going. There is loads up there. We've got plenty still from main leagues. All different players from main leagues. We've got some foot cards up there. That's up for 1,200 coins. That was a big card. Really big card. Leg again, that may sell. I don't know. But yeah, these kind of big players here. These Belgian like Pro Leagues. The Premier League players. You've got German Bundesligas. You've got Calcio A's. And then of course you've got MLS and you've got all the Milton Keynes players. So you can see squad training again, bang, sold straight away. That was the first card I put up, and I literally put it up about 2 minutes ago and that's sold already. So you can see how quick that sells. So what we're going to do, since my transfer list is at 99, you know, there's no point in me opening up another pack right now. What we're going to do is leave this episode here, and we're going to carry on in the next one and see just how much profit we've made off of that bundle. You know, the items that we've just kind of opened up and put on the transfer list, and see just how much profit we've made when we come back. So make sure you don't miss the next episode, guys. And if you guys are enjoying this and you want me to keep it going, and have found any sort of useful help from it, like whether you needed help with the bronze pack method and I've demonstrated like what I kind of keep and sell, if that's helped you in any way, please leave a thumbs up. I'd love to see if I can get this video to 10 likes. It'd be absolutely incredible. So I really appreciate that. I appreciate you guys taking the time to watch this. Don't forget to like and subscribe and tune in to the next episode. Thanks for watching.